Let's try to do this question 10. So they're saying that a language survey was done with 45 grade 12 learners in Bombela Secondary School. So the 45 is what the sample space, the total number of grade 12 learners in Bombela Secondary School. The aim of the survey was to actually check, you will read that thing. Therefore, the results of the survey are listed below. 22 speak Afrikaans, 24 speak English, 11 speak Siswati. So these are 2 events. Then we have another language here, meaning we will be having 3 events, right? So this is the intersection between these 2 events. 5 speak all 3 languages, 3 speak only Afrikaans, 38 learners speak at least one of the languages at home. So let me just explain this. 38 speak at least one. So at least one, you actually tick everything inside what? Inside the events. You tick everything inside your events, meaning that all these ticks, they sum up to that 38. I hope that makes sense. That's very, very important. And if you didn't watch that video, the first video here in our channel under probability of probability, make sure that you read it. Then they say 18 speaks Siswati. Therefore 10.11. They want us to determine the number of learners that do not speak any of the named languages at home. So that at least is going to help us. The at least, the second or the last bullet point. So for an example, let's say we have events like this. Remember, this is our at least that this is at least one. Let's say this event diagram. At least one, actually, it's everything in our Venn diagram. Therefore, this point is going to help us, the second or the last point, meaning that we do have what the sample space. It will be sample space minus this at least one. It will give us the number of learners that are not speaking, numbers that of the learners who at least speak one of the languages. So it's 45 minus 38 is going to be 7. So that's our answer, 7 learners. I hope it makes sense. The total number minus at least one. Okay, then let's continue. Let me just clear up my questions, but I hope you understood this. If you didn't watch that video, make sure, because we talked about these at least one, at least two, at most exactly one, exactly two. So make sure that you go and watch that first video and watch all of it. So 7 learners. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel, like, share and comment. If X learners speak English and Siswati but not Afrikaans, draw a Venn diagram to represent the information. So this X is what is the intersection between English and Siswati. I hope it makes sense. Therefore, let's try to represent the information in a Venn diagram. So it's 4 marks. So make sure that in each and every question, you try to get at least 10 marks, then more marks maybe in algebra. So in other questions, make sure you get 10 to 15 marks in each and every question. And we do have our classes in Phosphorus, physical classes, whereby you can be able to come to attend with us in Phosphorus Saturday and Sunday if you're in grade 10 to 12. Then during the week, we are with those that are upgrading their results. And we also have online classes. Okay. Let me show our 3 Venn diagrams. After the video, I'll attach all our posters for tutoring. Do not hesitate to come and join us. You really need to pass. Not just to pass, but to pass with high marks so that you'll be able to go to the next grade or to apply in a university or college. Okay, so these are our events. So this is event Afrikaans, event English, and event Siswati language. Therefore, before you can actually do everything here or whatever that you want to do, you start by writing the center or the centers, right? So 22 speak Afrikaans, 22 speak English, 11 speak Siswati and Afrikaans, just 5 speak all 3 languages. So that's 5 is the intersection of the intersections. Then after that we go to the other intersections before we can actually write everything. So let's actually tick. Then 11 speaks Siswati and Afrikaans. So it will be 11 minus 5. We're going to have 6. We minus the intersection, right? Then 3 speak only Afrikaans. We're going to take that 3 and put it exactly on Afrikaans. Why? Because there's only. We're not going to subtract it from the intersection. I hope it makes sense. Then let's continue. They said that they gave us that X, remember, 10.12, the intersection between English and Siswati. Then what else? We still have a lot to do. 18 speaks Siswati. What we're going to do, we're going to subtract it from these numbers so we can find this one here. Okay, so it's going to be 18 minus 6 minus 5 minus X. That's going to be 7 minus X. Let me write it here. 7 minus X. We are done with that last bullet point. Then 20 okay, we're done with it. Let me check it. 22 speak Afrikaans. So this 22, it is for the entire African event. So what we're going to do, we're going to subtract everything, right? So that 22 minus everything, so we can find that intersection between Afrikaans and English. I hope it makes sense. Let me try to explain it. Now that 22 is for the entire event of Afrikaans. Therefore, we're going to take that 22 and subtract those numbers from that 22 to get that empty space, which is the intersection between Afrikaans and English. So as I'm saying, the 18 is for the entire Afrikaans event. So what we're going to do, 22 minus 3 minus 6 minus 5. So we can find that empty space between Afrikaans and and English. So the answer is going to be 8. I'm not sure if you guys are getting this, but it's very, very important. Very, very important. Okay. Let me erase this. Then our answer here is going to be 8. Yes. Then they're saying that 24 speak English. I hope you guys are understanding this. So 24 speak English, and this 24 is also for the entire English event. Therefore, 24 minus 8 minus 5 minus X. We're going to get that empty space on the English event. So it's going to be 11 minus X. I hope it makes sense. Then in question 10.1, we're given that the number of learners who are not speaking the languages named above, we have 7 of them. So this is our Venn diagram. This is how we're doing it. I hope that makes sense. This is our Venn diagram. 4 marks. At least now we have 5. 4 marks. Then they want us to solve for x. Now, when we solve for x, what we must know is that we add everything inside the event and whatever that we are having outside. We equate those things to the sample space, which is 45. I hope it makes sense. So if your Venn diagram is incorrect, the value of x will be incorrect. So you can pause the video and do it on your own. Then after that, you can continue the video to see if you got the right answer. So 10.1.3. So we're going to add all of these numbers. 3 plus 6 plus 5 plus 8 plus 11 minus x plus x plus 7 minus x plus 7. Then let me shift my screen. Okay, equal to the sample space, which is 45. Therefore, we're going to add all of these numbers: 3 plus 6 plus 5 plus 8 plus 11 plus 7 plus 7. So the answer is going to be 47, if I'm not mistaken. So it's 47. These x, they cancel because they have different symbols, equals 45. Therefore, our x equals positive 2. Just work it out, make x the subject of the formula, then the value of x is 2. I hope that makes sense, guys. So this is very, very important. Okay, now 10.14. What okay, I hope you understood this. Okay, let's continue. I think we can continue. Now, what is the probability that the learner speaks only 2 of the 3 languages at home? So this only 2 is very important. So we're going to take the intersections, not the intersection of the intersections. So these ones that I'm marking here, we're going to add them and divide them by the sample space. Then that will be our answer. This is only 2. Hence I'm saying go and watch that video, the first video here in our channel. We explained all these things. I don't know why this thing is glitching. So 6 plus 8 plus 2 over 45, the sample space, right? Therefore, you add the numerators. It's going to be 16. 6 plus 8 plus 2, yes, it's 16. 8 plus 2, 10 plus 6, 16 over 45. 45, not 4, yes, 45. So this is how we are actually doing this. So it's very important for you to understand this. Yes. So if you want contact classes, at the end of the video, I'm going to attach our posters. Thank you.